All right, everybody. Well, hey, hope you are doing well. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all of y'all. It is Monday, December 29th here, and in the office, yes, hook 'em horns. Texas playing the bowl game tonight at 8 or 7 o'clock time, so we'll be out of here in time for me to head home and watch the Longhorns win. But, hey, it has been a busy Monday. Can you guys hear me okay? I think you guys can hear me. All right, good. Merry Christmas to you guys, too. All right, awesome. Well, tonight's call is kind of a fun little webinar, kind of get you things rocking and rolling. And obviously, it's a busy. I love football. I'm a big football fan. So I thought I'd put some things in perspective as far as where people's heads need to think of when they come to their business, and throw it into kind of a football basic more than anything else. So, kind of excited about this webinar. We'll probably be cracking up a little bit throughout. I know that Poppy's been cracking up at me, being still here in the office going through this stuff. But I'm going to close the webcam down here so you guys, I'm going to minimize it so you can still see everything. As always, I'm going to ask you guys to connect with me on LinkedIn if you're not already connected with me. Facebook as well. Go to Google+, Vimeo for our videos. You'll be seeing a lot more of that stuff over the next few weeks popping up on there. Twitter, we also tweet, and we've also been getting quite a bit in Instagram here lately. But, yes, I was playing a little bit of Hank Williams Jr. there. I was looking for all my rowdy friends are coming over tonight, looking for the Monday Night Football, dun, 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 theme that he liked. I like that a whole lot better than some of the new stuff I've seen out there. But connect with me. As always, if you're on these webinars, if you can't make the webinar, make sure to go ahead and RSVP on it. That way you'll make sure and get a link to the recording, because they usually are uploaded to Vimeo within the next couple hours. But this is who's all on the call tonight. This is an open call to anybody. Went out to the database, so we've got a couple hundred people on the call tonight that RSVP'd for it, so we're always excited about that. And as we're getting into literally, what we do, we've got a couple upcoming workshops we want to let everybody know about. This is not a sales webinar at all, but I forgot I left these in there. In just a couple weeks, January 15th to 18th, we'll be back out in Anaheim, California, so we're excited about that. As always, if you've attended one of our workshops, you can re-attend at no additional cost. It's a fun time. Also, if you're ex-military, past or present military, we do comp you in for free. Also, one of the things that we're kind of reinstating is if you've taken somebody else's note workshop and walked away disappointed, let me know, and we'll see about getting you comped into one of our workshops. We do have a workshop following up Anaheim in Dallas, Texas, February 5th to 8th. As always, these workshops are $7.99, and it's good for 2 for 1 for you. Okay? It's hard to believe 2014's gone. Literally, we've got less than, just under 60 hours, just over 48 hours, really, 55, I guess, if you look at my time here, to get everything rock and rolling. So you're going. And a lot of people, I was talking actually with my trainer this morning as I was in the gym, and Thomas, and I was asking, hey, has it been busy in here? Because I've just got back in the gym from being sick the last couple weeks and traveling. He goes, it was kind of busy the Monday after Thanksgiving, he goes, but it's been dead here. And he goes, it'll be dead up till the 2nd, and then it'll get busy, and then it'll be slammed for a month. And then a lot of the regulars will not show up because they'll be so slammed. They'll just wait till February. And those that start off their new goals of and what they want to accomplish, fitness-wise, flake out. They're gone. They're not there after February usually. They're usually the ones that don't plan. They don't have a plan of action. They have kind of a loose goal, but they don't have anything specific about it. Okay? They're not measuring their things. Don't really have a timetable. They're just going to show up and be like, a gunslinger, Wild West, start shooting everything. Okay? They don't really have a timetable for what they're doing. They don't have just a plan of action. Okay? And that's really what comes up with any type of goals you have going on. You have to think of what are you really looking to achieve. And if you're looking to get into the note business, that's fine. Hey, I'm looking to learn and then close on stuff. But if you've been an educated idiot, pardon my phrase, where you've taken workshop after workshop after workshop, never done anything, hey, it's time to get off the pot and go do something, or go get a JOB. Okay? A lot of us, okay, are either in the building mode, we're building a new business, and that's completely fine, or we're rebuilding. We're always rebuilding on for next year. That's what we're doing. We're rebuilding a lot of stuff. We had a very successful 2014. My gosh, amazing successful 2014. So we're not I take that back. A lot of times people think rebuilding, oh, you got to rebuild. No, we're not building anything again. We've got a proven method here. We're just tweaking, I guess is a better word to put that. Revamping some things. But a lot of people get in the building mode, and a lot of people don't ever build something out to fruition. I had a guy that emailed me today after I sent the email out this afternoon, and he lives here in Austin, called me up and said, hey, man, I've been in real estate for a while, and I guess I'm on your email list, and I'd like to find out more. And I'm like, okay, so you've been in real estate. Tell me about that. He goes, well, I've been a realtor for years, and yada, yada, and I'm just tired of it. I'm like, well, okay. Obviously, he's probably not making any money. That's why he's tired of it, right? So I asked him, well, how many deals did you close this year? He goes, well, I've been an agent. I go, okay, so how many investment deals? Well, I don't have any investment. I've just been an agent. I said, well, okay. How many deals did you close this year? How many homes? Well, I didn't sell a single property in 2014. No wonder he's tired, right? He's not making any money. I go, well, why didn't you didn't close it? You know, well, I was busy working in my insurance company. I'm like, okay, how long have you been in insurance for? How many years? Oh, just last year. Well, for the full year or just, well, for the last 6 months. Okay. So you still don't sell any property the first 6 months of the year. You're not an agent. You're not a realtor. You're a pretender. All right? And this guy, I was like, listen, dude, no offense. The no business is not for you because you've got to put some stuff in place. It may take you a little while. You've got to work on some things to build a successful business in this. All right? Another conversation with somebody earlier. They've been working with somebody who was trying to help them raise private capital. And this guy's just doesn't seem to get it. Oh, I'm going to raise a $50 million fund to buy. I got an investor who's got $30 million in fund deals. I'm like, dude, if you haven't closed on a $50,000 asset outside of your own money, you're not going to close on a $30 million deal. Okay? You are just not there. It'd be like a Pee-wee football player going out and trying to tackle DeMarco Ware. All right? Not going to happen. DeMarco's just going to run him over, and the kid's going to be shambled there. Okay? So the thing you always have to ask yourself, what are you going to do differently this next year than what you've done in 2014? Okay? What are you going to do? And everybody has different goals and dreams and things they want to accomplish. It all comes down, you kind of have to have a stair-step method. You got to have a method to kind of go there. You got to set a goal. You got to come up with that game plan to make it work for you. All right? You got to stick to it. It may not work right at first, but if you know if you've been able to see somebody else and somebody else that you're seeking counsel from, not just getting advice from, it's making it worse. Stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. Because ultimately you want to be there. You want to reach that goal, whether it's financially, deals closed, maybe it's personally, maybe you want to lose weight. Whatever it is, I don't care what it is, you have to kind of keep that in mind. And it's an uphill battle. It's not, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. All right? If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Okay? I always joke, I always find it funny people get upset, especially in weight loss. That's one of the big things, people that know me and I'm working on getting healthier, is it took 3 years of not really working out with a body sponsored by Crown Royal in room service. It's going to take a little while to shed it all off, but it's coming off, which is a good thing. And you have to build it. It's not something that's going to happen in a week or 2 weeks or 30 days or 60 days or 90 days. This is a business. You have to treat it like a business. Does this make sense, everybody? Make sure, because there's my, there we go. All right, good. Makes sense. Okay, good. That's what I like to see. All right. So, the question I have, oh, crap, hang on here. So the question I have, let me go back here. Let me go through this here again one more time, sorry. Is what does your team look like? And your team, a lot of people look like this. This is their team. They're a one-man quarterback playing their backyard. All right? They're just out there throwing the ball around thinking they're going to score. All right? That's not really the case. It's not really what's going to happen. Okay? Now, a lot of us will take some time and start building some things, put some stuff together, but we all start off kind of Pee-wee football. You have to build experience to get up. You know, the ultimate goal of mine is this team actually right here, these kids are so much better off than this kid, than this guy. Because these people are learning together. They're growing together. They're building their business up together. They've got some people they're mentoring them, coaching them along the way to help them get to where they want to be at one day, which is ultimately here. Now, we can all agree that there are thousands and thousands and millions of people out there playing football, from the from Pop Warner or Pee Wee football up to junior high, up to high school football, to college, and then on to professional. And I was very lucky. One of my dreams was to play college football, and I played college football for 2 years. All right? So one of the small people that actually had a scholarship to play football. And out of that group, I was very lucky enough to play with some guys who went on to be in the NFL. Okay? So one of the things you keep in mind, what do you want your team to look like? Your team, none of these guys would ever get where they are if they were here by themselves. Right? They're just there by themselves. They would still be playing football Saturday down there trying to pick up on the local high school chicks. The older I get, the more they stay the same. All right? A little Dazed and Confused quote from you. Yeah, we all got to start somewhere. Yeah, we got to work with somebody. But to get where we want to be, that's where we need to be. Okay? What does your team look like right now? Do you have professionals that are working with you? You know, on this team here, and this is the 91 Cowboys, they had some rookies. Okay? They also had some experienced people. And like, where is he? I think Emmitt Smith was a rookie that year there. Yeah, 22. Aikman second year, third year. You had some experience. Like Aikman was right here, but he has Steve Berline, who's a well-seasoned quarterback. Played around for quite a few years, right? You had Moose Johnson there, 48. Mark Sapnowski was a new rookie there, who's a center that was helping out. Everybody plays an integral role of the team. You don't have Emmitt Smith trying to play quarterback. You don't have the punter trying to play the quarterback. Okay? You don't have the head coach trying to play the quarterback these days. You don't have Jay Novacek, the tight end playing offensive lineman or defensive lineman. You're trying to do Ken Norton's job. You have people playing their role, and you have to start thinking like that, okay? Now, one of the big things you have to think and realize, too, is you're kind of wearing different hats, okay? You're not really the quarterback. While you are of the quarterback, you're more the owner, GM of your business, okay? You're more the owner and GM of your business, okay? And one of the great things about this, different ownership can have different successes, okay? You look at the list on here. I just pulled this up, typed in GMs, and then here's the top 8 people that popped up. Paul Allen from the Seattle Seahawks, one of the richest guys in the world, along with Arthur Bland from the Atlanta Falcons. But those top 2 guys had completely different models this year when it came to their team. All right, Paul Allen, number 1 team in the NFC. We'll see. They stick to that point. The Cowboys will beat them. Yes, I'm a Cowboys fan. Not really a Seahawks fan, but a whoopie-doo. And you have the Atlanta Falcons here, who didn't do very well this year. They just fired their head coach and their general manager. Okay? Then you look over, you got Tom Kraft over here, Bob Kraft over here. Top right there. He's done very well. He's won, 4 Super Bowls? Okay? You have other people. You have the owner of the St. Louis Rams down here. These are all very successful business owners. The Glazers of Tampa Bay, they won this year. They won the first-round draft pick for next year. Okay? They're the owners. But most of the time, what you don't see a lot of these people, they basically put people in place and let handle things. Well, when they let handle things, other people, they don't always get the results they're looking for, right? Okay? That's why you've got to think yourself more, forgive me, you don't like the Cowboys, you got to think like you're Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones is the owner, but he's also the general manager. Okay? And that's the mentality you have to think. You got to know what's going on in your business. Paul Allen doesn't really give a rat's ass. He's excited that Seattle's winning, and he want to bring a Super Bowl to, he's done. But he's not managing the day-to-day operations like a lot of these people are. Jerry Jones is managing the day-to-day operations, and that's one of the things you have to look at. You're managing the coaches. You're knowing what's going on with your players, who's hurt, who's doing press conferences, that kind of stuff. So think of yourself as the owner GM of your own business. Is this making sense, everybody? Keep clicking out here. Let's see. Yes, I know that the Cowboys were 1-16 that year. Thank you, Bill. But they had a lot of Hall of Famers on that list. Okay? The reason I show you that with the team is, they were 1-16, but they went on to win 3 Super Bowls in, 5 years, 4 years? Okay? It's pretty good, right? A lot of Hall of Famers. Okay. And a lot of us don't want to be little pretenders. We want to be successful. And then there's growing pains. There's been growing pains in anything you do. Heck, I've had growing pains in my business. That's okay. So how do you build your franchise? Well, obviously with football, defense wins Super Bowls, as they will always say. I'll give you an example, like the Baltimore Ravens. They had an okay quarterback and not a really good offense, but their defense won the Super Bowl a couple years back. Actually, I guess, 9 years ago, when the first one, and then they won with a better offense the second time around. But defense wins Super Bowls. You got to be able to stop your opponent from scoring more than you, right? You got to be able to score. You got to have a good offense. You got to know how to score, okay? You got to be able to put people and your assets in the right place to be able to make things happen. And an overlooked aspect of football and most people's business is their special teams. They're special teams, okay? These are people that will help you out. And it's actually a third of the business, whether you want to believe it or not, okay? And then you also have to have management staff and other things in place to help you out with all those things. So let's dive into these, okay? Defense wins championships, and for some reason that sticker didn't end up valuing. But literally, you need to get your due diligence down. That's more important than anything. You need to avoid from making mistakes right off the bat, okay? I call it your big D. You get your big D down, your due diligence and things like that. And what do most new franchises do when they become a new franchise? They go out and they get some vets, okay? They get some veterans to take care of them, some veteran defensive players to help them build a defense because it's important. They'll struggle with a horrible offense. Well, let's just look at the New York Jets, okay? Great defense, pretty decent defense, and their coach was defensive mindset, but he wasn't very offensive. So you have to think about this. When I mean by vets, V stands for valuation vision. Get your valuations down. It's the most important thing of an asset when you're looking at, okay? When you're looking at your deals, which is part of your defense, it's looking at deals. The defensive part is making sure you evaluate everything good. And the first thing is valuations. The second thing you need to know is your exit strategies. What are your exit strategies for these things? Now, I'm not talking offensively here. This is defense. You have to look and say, what do I know? What do I know about what I'm looking? It's like looking at a spreadsheet, okay? I got to make sure my values make sense. Make sure what I'm buying it for makes sense. What am I trying to buy? This is going to be a property play where I'm going to try to do the REO. Is it a loan mod play? Okay? Once you get those two things down, you got to check your taxes and title, your T's. Do the taxes make sense? Is it actually a first I'm buying? Has it been wiped out by tax sale? Those kind of things. And then, of course, servicing is important. You got to have your servicing people there to help out, support you to keep from things going wrong, okay? Last thing you want is to be run over, okay, and not have a good defense. Your defense, your vets here, as I say, will keep you in the game. It'll keep you making money, but most importantly, they'll help you succeed when others won't, okay? And some of the vets that we use, obviously, Valuation Vision. We do use Pro Title USA. Richmond Monroe helps with the servicing and documents and things like that. And Land Home helps us with the servicing side. Does that make sense? And occasionally, your defense will be like J.J. Watt and help you score big. You know, if you have a good defense with this stuff, it'll help save a lot of time. So, like, the Houston Texans didn't have a very good quarterback this year, but they almost made the playoffs. J.J. Watts, who's probably going to be the NFL MVP, set his awesome record this year of not only leading the league in sacks and taking away bad deals. Basically, that's what a sack is. Takes away bad deals. All right. He also scored. He also was able to take what he learned and what he used on this other side and score some touchdowns. Is that making sense, everybody? I'm going to figure out why my thing's not showing. I'm just going to shut down my... There we go. There we go. That's better. And what I mean by servicing, Sanjay, is servicing like your land with people that are going to handle the phone calls out to you, making sure your documents are in correct order, your assignments are done, people that are going to reach out to you. And the kind of servicing is twofold here. You have special servicing people who can actually make the phone calls for you because you don't have the time to go out and try to guard everybody or be defensive to everybody. You got to put these companies in place. And so your defense is your vets. It's your people that help you with values, people that will help you identify exit strategies or knowing your exit strategies, your taxes and title, making sure everything's clear on that, and then also your S is your servicing. Okay? You are welcome, sir. And Sanjay, you should look for an email from me in the next day or two. We've been working on something for you. It's requested. Okay? There we go. Now it's working normally for me. All right. So after we've gone through your vets and defense, obviously, most going to be a little focused on their offense, right? And your offense gets made up into different things. Besides your defense helping you out, you have to be able to score, okay? Just identifying deals and extra strategies doesn't do any good until you pull the trigger, okay? And most good teams will start off with their offensive linemen. That's why the Cowboys are actually doing well this year. They've got a great offensive line. And these are basically their loan mods. What I mean by offensive linemen, theyese are people that are probably they're the big uglies, all right? They may not make you 40 grand or 50 grand, but they're going to keep you protected, you as the quarterback back there, all right, the person helping you out with your deals, because they're going to pay some bills. They're going to keep your business running, okay? The loan mods are going to bring money in on a monthly basis. They're going to pay your bills and help you move your business down the field, okay? You got to have a good running back. These are going to be the deals that you identify that go from non-performing to performing, or they go from non-performing to maybe a big play, like a short sale, like with your wide receivers or big playmakers, short sale, deed and lose, maybe you get a hardest hit fund hit on your deal, all right? Maybe you get a quick foreclosure, all right? I'll give you an example. We just closed on an asset 2 Fridays ago. Hang on here. Purchased the asset on the 15th. In Florida with a foreclosure date set for the 22nd. Bought it for 49, sold it for 91, right at 90, 91, something like that. That's a pretty good big play there in a week. Okay? Didn't even get the document sent to me yet, and we already closed on it making 40 grand. That's a huge playmaker, right? Touchdown, baby. Woo! All right. A lot of people, though, like these big things, but they don't want to do a lot of the work. They don't want to have the investments. They don't want to look at the long-term stuff. So they're like, try to be quick wholesalers. And these guys are just jokers most of the time. If all you're doing is wholesaling, you're really a joker in a dead-end business. You're kind of like Napoleon Dynamite's uncle, okay? Out there posing. Yes, in 1982, I could throw the ball a quarter mile. Well, it doesn't help you if nobody's there to scout you out or nobody there and you have no business. If you're living in a van down by the river, you don't want to be uncle. All right? You want to run a business. You want to be on the field playing. Wholesalers, what happens most of the time with wholesalers, realistically, they get tired of it because they're not making enough money. They're constantly have to go out and hunt. They're not building any type of business. Yeah, if I run out into Texas Stadium and somebody throws me the ball, once I could probably go make a big play one time if nobody's standing around me. Okay? But in the real game, I'm never going to get in the real game. And that's what wholesalers are. They're never in the game. They're never really doing something serious. They're never really raising the money they need to do because they're not focused on the fundamentals. Get a good offensive lineman, put some mods, get some cash flow coming in. They're not looking to take stuff from non-performing to performing. That's where the real money's at. That's where you make money long term. Okay? You're going to have some big plays along the way, but most of the time, you'll be loan mods, dink and dunking, using a lineman to push the ball forward, along with the running back. Does this make sense, everybody? Right, let's lose everybody. Okay, cool. All right. Let's move on here. So, you want to be the Joe Montana, though. All right? You want to be like Joe. 4 Super Bowl rings, and an amazing quarterback for the 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Joe's a great guy, and he did the right things. He ran his offense, the West Coast offense, well, a little dinky. He had a great offensive lineman. He had a great tight end. He had some great running backs. All right. Did a great job. And there's, championship teams there in the 80s go down as some of the best out there. All right. They won it 4 times. in the decade. But he was a quarterback that actually managed his teams. He had a good running back. He knew how to audible. Oh, this doesn't look like it's going to be good, so we'll do a quick little run. Or we'll dink and dunk out to the wide receiver tight end. Okay? That's what you got to think. You got to think like a quarterback. You can't throw it deep every time because then eventually you're going to be out of the game. He managed the game better than anybody else that I can think of. What's the difference between the first two? What do you mean, Michelle? Are you talking between good offense and running backs? Well, sometimes maybe you're buying notes that are going to be instant loan mods. You know really right off the bat that they're going to be a decent little chunk, but maybe it's not a huge home run. Like what I mean by running backs, that could be something that you take from performing or from non-performing and turn it into performing yourself. But maybe it's not a loan mod already done, or it's not a deed in lieu inside. Okay. Flipping, I mean, if you're just flipping a note, wholesaling a note, I think that's a waste of time. Okay. Now, if you're buying the note and then turn around and selling the note off, if you're actually investing it and getting a nice big chunk, hey, that's kind of like your wide receiver. You're kind of a big play guy. Okay. Make sense? The reason I'm trying to get into this, you have to start thinking on multiple levels here. Hey, we need a portion of our business to be doing this. We need a portion of our business doing this. And we need a portion of our business doing this. You've heard of what somebody was saying, multiple income streams, right, everybody? That's what I mean by this. You need multiple income streams, okay? And if you're good at these other things, yeah, can you wholesale from time to time and make money? You definitely can. Joe could get away with making little quick throws out there and things like that because he was Joe Montana. He built his career, though, making sure his line were taken care of, making sure they were in good running plays, and then also making sure the big plays were all managed well, okay? Too many people just try to live in the wholesale side, and they end up out of the business. They're out of the game. No problem. If you're not a football fan, hopefully this is making sense to you. I think most people are kind of getting this. All right. So we've covered defense. We've covered offense. And the third thing left is special teams. Okay? And a lot of times, special teams are a whole third of the game. You can win and lose on special teams. Even if you do good on defense and do good on offense, you can score 1 million points, but if you can't kick extra points, you can end up losing by 1 point. If you don't have somebody there holding the ball for you or hiking the ball back for you, you're going to lose points, and that's what special teams are. Whoops. Special teams, you have your attorneys. They're these guys. Your attorneys are the kickers, okay? These are the guys that are going to help you, especially in a bad situation on a deal. They can help kick the ball away for you, all right? Get you out of a bad situation like your punters. Oh, we're backed up. We got to kick this one away. So the attorney's going to help you get rid of the stuff. Oh, maybe they change the field position because now maybe they change, and I mean my field position more. Maybe they're dealing with the borrowers now, and it's coming from an attorney, not from you. And now they've got to really decide. The borrower, oh, shit, I just got a letter from an attorney. I got to do something now. Changes the whole mental aspect of it, okay? Your realtors. These are kind of your kick returners. These are the guys that can really change field position for you. If they get the ball and they run up, some realtors are good, some are bad. What I mean by changing the position of where you're at, they're going to give you an idea of exactly where that deal is at. They're going to know the nitty-gritty neighborhood details. All right? They're going to know and be able to say, hey, yeah, let's go this route because this is where the market's going there. Or no, avoid this route. Avoid run from over here and run back this way because this is a better way for you. Oh, no, avoid that deal. Avoid because it's trashed. It's torn up. Okay? They're going to help you do that. They're going to say, oh, that kick's horrible. Forget it. We don't want to touch that one. Okay? Now, another thing that's missed quite often are your deep snappers and holders. These are like the CPAs in your business. These are the people that help you with your taxes, your bookkeeping. Okay? They're going to make sure everything's good. Okay? You're not penalized for offsides or you do something stupid. All right? But special teams can be a very key integral. Your attorneys with your assets, your asset protection, your entities, they all kind of fall into that. All right? These people can easily get you out of trouble. Well, I won't say maybe easily, but they can help you get out of trouble when you can't score. Or they can set you up in a good position to score in the next round because you learned something new. Does this make sense, everybody? Okay. Now, I'm going to ask you guys a question. Why? I'll give you a reason in a couple of things. The New England Patriots won a couple Super Bowls in the 90s or 2000s. Okay? Why did they win? Is it because they had a better offense? A better defense? No. They didn't have a better offense than the St. Louis Rams. Not really. They didn't really have a better offense than because of a bad call. Whatever. You must be a freaking Raiders fan. Why? A bad call. Whatever. You sound like a freaking Dodgers fan, too. Oh, my God. Belichick didn't cheat. He just had better, he was better prepared. Okay? The reason that the Patriots won a couple times is because they had a better kicker. He was able to make that kick in the snow. He was able to make that kick versus the Rams. Okay? That's the reason they won, is because of Vinatieri. He was prepared. He was set up in positions to do it. Didn't have a better offense. He had better people on his team to help him out. Sometimes you got to get rid of kickers, and you see kickers get fired all the time. That's like your attorneys. Sometimes attorneys are good. Sometimes they suck ass. Okay? Same thing. You got to get rid of kick returners sometimes. Sometimes your realtors are great. Sometimes they just are horrible. Okay? All right? Sometimes you want to kick return like Deion Sanders. He's going to take it to the house for you. All right? Somebody's going to run with the ball. A good realtor can run with the ball when it's kicked to them and just run up the field with it. I've got several realtors like that down in Florida that help me out with my deals. Literally like tossing the ball. I got one guy who managed a rehab. I wired him some money. He was managing who got paid, how they got paid. Heck, he even advanced some bills. He's like, hey, Scott, can you send me $5,000? I went ahead and paid $5,000 in bills to get stuff done. I knew you were out of town or traveling. I took care. I know you're good for it. I'm like, that's awesome. Plus, they gave me the insight on some other local properties in the area. You know, they were able to tell me why I was able to sell that one for $90,000. These are great people. I got some prime time players. Prime time, baby. Good question. Michael asked the question, what is the best place to find a note-savvy attorney? Talk to the hedge funds. Talk to people that are actually working in the business. All right? Talk to servicing companies. Servicing companies will often have attorneys that are handling foreclosures for them. Okay? You can also go to Legal League 100. Will often give you an idea as far as servicing and foreclosure attorneys. Okay? Does that make sense? A lot of people will sluck off on finding good attorneys and good realtors and good CPAs to help them out and stuff, and their business suffers. They're not producing the type of results that they should have been all along. If they just would have turned stuff over to these guys to do stuff from the get-go. All right? Make sense? All right, good. Now, let's not forget the fans, all right? Your fans are a huge part of your organization. What I mean by your fans, these are the people that you work with, you network with, people you've done deals with or done deals for, okay? If you like Jay Tenenbaum, who's got one of his borrowers on a deal, actually drove out and helped him, took pictures of a property for him. There's Jay in the middle. You'd also be like Robbie Woods. Robbie Woods is actually a borrower of mine who has become a mastermind student, okay? When I had my mastermind in San Diego a couple weeks ago, it was great. I was around some of my biggest fans, people that obviously all paid to be there, but they were all doing things together, and they're all fans of each other's. They're all there to help each other. That was one of the biggest things, is seeing how well people work together with other. Hey, let me help you out. Let me pull values. Your fans can be your biggest advocates, okay? Yes, they're like your cheerleaders, all right? They're like your cheerleaders there, okay? Maybe not quite as attractive, but anyway, Richard, that one's for you, buddy. Okay? And I don't want to see Richard in a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader outfit. That would be scary. You don't want to see me in a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader outfit. Anyway, I'm saying your fans not only can get other people excited about coming to the game, they can attract other people to you, they can help bring money and all that good stuff to you. That makes sense, everybody? Get quite a few responses. People are liking that slide. Okay? One of the things you got to think about with the Cowboys is the cheerleaders have become an icon themselves. Your fans will become an icon. All right? People you work with will become a group that you can rely on. Heck, some people, even during a 1-16 season, like showing up to the Cowboys games just to look at the cheerleaders. All right? You got fans. You've got admin staff that help you out with different things, okay? One of the things you have to realize, though, is this goes what I'm going to dive into now, it all kind of goes in the success of an organization, okay? No matter whether it's football or basketball or note buying or real estate or the pizza joint, is it all starts with marketing, okay? These are the people that are doing promotions of the game. These are people calling, selling season tickets, okay? What you want is a group of season tickets owners that when you get a deal in that you can win, a deal that you can score with, they are there to watch you, to fund it, to buy those tickets, to pay for those luxury suites, to show up, buy the popcorn and the cold flat beer and all that good stuff, and watch you succeed. That's what you want, all right? But it all starts with getting the word out. It all starts with marketing more than anything else. So if you haven't written a single thing down, you might want to take out a pen and paper and write some stuff down right now, okay? All starts with marketing, and this is huge, okay? Marketing is going to help you find deals because, honestly, if you've got a team surrounding you and you're getting the word out, people will actually be attracted to you to send you deals. I'll give you an example. We had several people that responded who started to market themselves online on LinkedIn, and people, albeit quite a few joker brokers, are sending them deals. At least they're getting something to look at. Some people have had good deals. Others have had bad deals or deals that weren't really deals, okay? But at least you're getting the habit of looking at stuff. It's starting to feel. You're starting to play the game. You're starting to buff up, okay? They're going to help you. Marketing's going to help you fund deals more than anything else because you're going to be able to get the word out to your database. Hey, here's what I'm working on. Here's the numbers behind it. Here's what this makes sense, okay? Yeah, there are a ton of joker brokers on LinkedIn. You're right about that, okay? But this is why you have to know this stuff. You have to know this business so you can help separate yourself from those joker brokers. The cream rises to the top. Okay? And the cream of the crop are the people that are out doing things. It's not the joker brokers, the wholesalers. Those are just people that are actually closing deals. Okay? Your marketing is going to help you flip deals. It's going to help you move deals. Worst case, you're going to sell it to somebody else. You do that. It's just going to give you different exit strategies because your marketing is going to getting people involved. Well, hey, I can help out with that, or I'm in that area if you need any help. Those are the kind of things you look at. Okay? Those are the big things. Marketing all starts with it. And it's not complicated. Most people look at marketing and they ask me, Scott, they're like, how did you go from where you were at 5 years ago, or is it 4 years ago, where you went to Noteworthy the first time as attendee, now to basically being a master of ceremonies and helping go market? I said, it all comes down to marketing. I had dinner with Jack Sternberg in Vegas, and he says the same thing. He goes, you did a really cool thing there when you came to Noteworthy a couple years ago. I go, what do you mean? He goes, you just leveraged yourself. You took business cards, and you reached out to people. You started marketing videos. You started reaching out to people on a regular basis. And that's what you've got to do. If you don't do anything else, you got to send the word out to your database, okay, on a regular basis. Your emails, this communicates to your fan base regularly. Hey, here's what's going on. Here's what's going on in the organization. Here's what we're doing. Here's what we're succeeding. Here's maybe we had a hiccup, but we've learned from it, okay? Your social media is also important to you. And your social media stuff, your Facebook, your LinkedIn, your Twitter, your Instagram stuff, your Vimeo, that's like your own personal ESPN Fox Sports Network, okay? All right, those are the highlights. And yes, trust me, sometimes ESPN, especially Sports Center, you could turn in 1 hour and the same thing would be playing in 4 or 5 hours. That's fine. ESPN is one of my favorite channels because it keeps the message out there, okay? It also helps see what's going on and the message I have to repeat. It also gives me fodder and stuff to use when I'm talking to people. Hey, did you see the game the other night? Hey, are you from here? Are you a Chiefs fan? All right? Those are your networks, and you want your social media to be communicating your wins, your exciting things in your business, in your franchise, okay, across the board, getting the word out to the nation, okay? Deals, okay? Your deals when you're marketing via your emails or social media, you have to talk about your deals. Most people don't talk about their deals enough, okay? There are less than 10% of investors out there that actually pull the trigger on anything, okay? Less than 10%. I say more 5% of investors actually do anything, okay? Those that communicate those deals raise more money because people want to be attracted, winners attract people. Closers attract people, Okay? People that are confident in what they do attract people to them. Like flies, like a moth to a flame. If you're a winner, your light is shining brighter than anything else around you. And you're going to have the moths in this business, okay, are the people that have cash, the people that want to do something. Maybe your buyers, they want to learn something from you, okay? Your wins attract talent, they attract deals, they attract investors. But one of the biggest things I see is I see people do not market their successes. All right? I see somebody that's bought 10 assets and made 90 grand on deals. I'm like, and they have a hard time raising capital. I'm like, why do you have a hard time raising capital? Have you communicated your successes? Well, no, I don't want anybody to learn out what I'm doing. Well, shit. Either communicate your deals so that people will give you money. They're not going to most people are not going to put the work in. Most people are not going to take the time to show up every day to practice for 6 weeks before they go to a game. For 6 months, they're not going to put in the time in the gym. They're going to put the time in their business and the time in their mind to get them to where they need to be an all-pro. Okay? You got to think that you're going to end up on SportsCenter. What do you want your business to look like? All right? Do you want to go by fly-by-night where you're only like the little small thing at the bottom or not even on there? Where you all want to be on TV. You all want to be successful. You're all on this call with me today because you all want to be successful. But what are you doing incorrectly in your business? And you don't overthink it. I'm not telling you to go out and reinvent the wheel. Hey, it's pretty easy to write an email out to your thing. Don't try to opt people. People are on your list. They're on your list for a reason. They'll unsubscribe or they'll just block the channel. Okay? So your social media. They don't want to be it. Don't worry about what everybody else thinks. You worry about what's being successful for you. Screw everybody else. Screw them. You're in business for you. You're in business, not in business for them. People that dislike you or don't want to talk to you, they will weed themselves out of the picture. Trust me. They'll unsubscribe and you want, thank you very much. Have a nice day. Okay? They're not going to be successful. All right? This takes us to the next thing. Success in the note business is not difficult. All right? Now, it's not easy, but it's doing a lot of the same things over and over again. And that's where you see a lot of the things people have trouble with. Blocking, it's all about blocking and tackling. Blocking and tackling. One of the big things when I was in college, I had to work at a football camp. And I was in charge of, for 2 weeks, 12 8-year-olds. Okay? That's not fun. I had two different groups. 1 week one and another week the second one. Actually, the J. Nochick football camp up in Dallas. And you had kids all the way from really young, like kindergarten, all the way up to high school kids. All right? And one of the biggest things they always focused on, and same thing, blocking and tackling. I made it to college because, well, I was fast and I was good at what I did, but I was one of the best tacklers on my team. I was the best tackler. Led the team in tackles. I just did the little things over and over correct, okay? Did the little things over and over. And you'll hear talk about, oh, yeah, he does the big things well, but he sucks at the little things, okay? He sucks at the little things, all right? Some of the news, like Johnny Manziel right now, Johnny Football. We should call him Johnny No Football because he doesn't play. He only played like a couple games. The little things for him is showing up on time, getting treatment, and putting in time room. He's not doing the little things successful. Okay? Yeah, he's been good at doing the unique things and running around, but Merrill Hodge, putting a good thing that Johnny Manziel looks like a little kid out there playing against big boys. He's not doing the little things right of learning the game plan. He's not doing the things right by showing up for practice on time, things like that. So that's why he hasn't had success. Okay? You'd have all the talent in the world, but if you don't do the little things right, you'll never see the field. You will never see the field as an investor. You know what I mean by the field? You'll never get in to actually doing deals or closing on deals because you're not doing the little things right. All right? Too busy running around doing other things. Focus on what's going to make you money. Focus on what's going to make you successful. Okay? Another guy that played almost every game this year that you can hear about was a kid out of UCF, Broyles, first-round draft pick. Okay? He started a ton of games for Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars stink. Let's just put it at that. They don't have a lot of people, but the kid showed up every day. Okay? Didn't have a lot of talent around him, but he did a pretty decent job for what he's looking for. Okay? He's put his systems in place. He's going to build success wherever he's at. If he stays at Jacksonville, wherever he goes, he's going to build some success individually. Okay? How do you build that kind of success? Well, you kind of have to put the things, and this is where more so than anything else this call is focused on, is building a calendar, doing the things on a regular basis. A lot of people struggle with drifting. If you want to read a good book about drifting, what I mean by drifting, go out and buy Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill and Sharon Lechter. Best book I've ever read. Okay? Well, Frank just says here he's having a hard time putting everything down and putting a schedule. Do things on a daily basis. A lot of us are, what do I do now? What do I do now? Focus on a calendar, all right? Focus on doing the same things in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, okay? David, you liked Outwitting the Devil. Yeah, you're welcome, sir. So, maybe Monday is your marketing day. You focus on marketing. Monday marketing, okay? Two for Tuesday. When I mean 2 for Tuesday, maybe Tuesday's your day that you're focused on deals. You're breaking down two assets, 2 deals, something like that. All right? You're working on deals to market for Monday, okay? Wednesday could be your workout Wednesday. Maybe you're working through a different strategy. Maybe this is reaching out to the attorneys or talking to your servicing companies, okay? Thursday, Triumphant Thursday. Get the message out of a triumph for the week. Maybe it's an aha moment, okay? One of the big things that I did early on, I did a video series and a blog on 100K in 100 days. And I would document my successes for the day and my failures for the day, what I struggled with, what I did with. But every day I did something for my business, okay? And the last thing I did before I go to bed was the marketing aspect. I always tell people they need to focus on at least an hour a day on marketing, okay? Well, your game plan Monday is marketing, figuring out what the heck you're going to do next week, later this week. Maybe you're doing a different email piece. Maybe you're recording some videos. Because honestly, Monday's not a good day to call asset managers. It's also usually not a good day to basically to do anything besides working on your own business. Maybe getting marketing up. People are back to work. Okay. Now Friday, I say fun Fridays, but it really should say fund Fridays. Okay. These are people who are going to have the most amount of success raising capital. Because people are looking for the weekend and looking to do something different. Okay? Fun Fridays would be some of your successes as well, besides triumphant stuff. But it's just literally getting an opportunity for people to, hey, here's a deal we're working on, or here's a deal. This helps lead into your stuff for next week. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't start off Monday. I actually started off the Friday when I look at the schedule on things. What do we got to focus on next week to get done? Okay? What do we got to focus on? And literally, I always try to have fun on Fridays. Okay? If you've worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, take a half day on Friday. Go see a movie in the middle of the afternoon. Okay? Get your wife flowers or meet somebody for happy hour. Fun Fridays, one of the biggest things. If you like to go have fun, take somebody or meet somebody for happy hour. Somebody different outside of your box. Okay? Maybe it's an investor. Maybe it's an attorney. Maybe it's somebody in your business you want to. Because most people will say no to lunch during the week, but hey, do you want to meet for happy hour Friday? Heck yeah. Trust me. Trust me. If you ever want to go out and date people more so and be successful, go to happy hour on Friday night. Hey, meet me for a drink. We'll talk some business. Okay? It's a fun way to do it. It'll also raise capital for you that way. Because you get people talking. Then you can follow back up with them on Monday. Hey, it was great for happy hour on Monday or Friday. It's Monday. Hopefully you're not hungover from the weekend. See that game from this last weekend. Anyway, I know you want some more information. Here's some of the things I'm working on for this week. Does this make sense? We have any questions about this? Now, Workout Wednesday is something I came up with for Jay and Isabella. Jay Tenenbaum's one of my mastermind mentoring students, and Isabella, they run a fund as well out of California, and Jay's got a really successful at doing workouts. Well, I told him, hey, you got a bunch of deals you've worked out. Why don't you just focus on sending that out on Wednesday? Here's a deal that we worked out. He's like, oh, that's awesome. I like that. Okay? Maybe your workout Wednesday's not workout, but it's an asset you closed on. Oh, here's my rehab I did, or here's a property I got a deed in lieu from, or here's a deal that I got to foreclose on. Something that gets the word out. Trust me, if you start sending stuff out on a regular basis, you'll have success. You'll build your fan base faster than anything else that you do. Okay? Don't be wrong. It's nothing wrong with going out. Maybe you have a meetup Monday. okay? Or webinar Wednesdays, whatever, something like that. Whatever you want your schedule to be, make it. Just do it. Most of us don't market enough. Most of us don't market enough at all. Or wait on somebody else to get stuff for us, so let's go do something ourselves, okay? Frank, you're welcome. I'm glad it brings it together a little bit more, okay? Because honestly, the no business can be very overwhelming, especially when you you start running with a ton of assets, and you got marketing going on for raising funds and closing deals out, and the attorneys. You have to focus on kind of some of a calendar. We've done this in the past. Something we're going back to a little bit as we're kind of getting refocused here in Austin on some things. Okay? Any questions before I move on? Now, a lot of us, especially get into January. January can be kind of a slow business because everything kind of ramps up for December to close by the end of the year, and maybe the first 2 weeks are kind of busy. But a lot of people take off in other ways, or they don't have a lot of stuff that's in front of them. So if you can do anything, set yourself a calendar and time block your schedule every day to do that. Hey, I got to spend from 8 to 9 this morning, or 8 to 9:30 focused on my marketing for the day. What am I going to focus on? What can I get out? Okay? What can I do? One of the best things you can do is make a little note, a little scratch pad somewhere on your Fridays, what's going to happen next week. So when you walk in Monday morning, you know exactly plan of action. Or Sundays, the latest. But usually Fridays before you take off, hey, here's what I need my marketing. Send you a text, put a calendar in a little alert. Hey, 8 o'clock Monday morning, here's what we need to focus on for the week. All right? It'll also get away with your to-do list and have you focus more on the big rocks list. All right? These are big rocks we're talking about here. Not everything. It's your big rocks. You focus on most of these things, you'll get everything done. Okay? Oh, and then social Saturdays, I forgot to put it in there. It's just something fun. Maybe you're going out in the community having fun, going to a wine club, taking the wife to dinner, whatever. Taking the boyfriend, husband to dinner. Doing something fun with people. It's always good to do something fun in this business. You have to have fun. Otherwise, it can be a long, long time. Maybe your Saturdays are you're going to an investment club or you're going out to an expo of some sort. All right? Keep that in mind more than anything else. Just win, baby. There you go, Jerry Vega. Whiner. Al Davis is famous for saying that. In today's, I did find out, though, that the Raiders are going to change this slogan to just win maybe. Just win maybe. And the reason the Raiders are talking about to come to San Antonio, they want to learn how a real winner wins. And that way they don't have to recycle all the black shirts to a different color. Love it. Anyway, before I dive in, as a fresh recap on stuff, anybody have any questions they want to ask me? Questions. Thank you, Bill. So let's do a quick little recap on this stuff. You got to have some goals for the year. All right? You got to make them measurable. You got to have a time frame. All right? And I honestly think you've got to have a stair-step method. You got to make them reachable. Okay? You got to make them reachable to you. I had a teacher in high school, Mrs. Crawford, who taught honors geometry. I hated this woman. It was the bane of my existence in high school. It's the only class in high school I ever struggled with was geometry. This woman hated jocks. And though I was in an honors class, she still didn't like me because I wasn't focused. In school, for me, if I showed up, I'd do fine most of the time. Oh, no. But to do it her way specifically. And I'm an outside-the-box thinker most of the time. So we had these projects we had to do, and you had to do them exactly how she wanted to. If you came up with the right answer some other way, it didn't matter. And I'm like, well, in the real world, if I come up with the answer, I come up with the answer. If it's right, it's right. And she didn't do good with that philosophy. Right? One of the biggest things I knew that Ms. Crawford and I were not going to get along was when she talked about that, hey, I believe everybody should have goals, but your goals should be unattainable. unattainable. I'm like, that's not good. I want to be able to reach something. If I want to think of something, I'll be able to reach it. Yeah, I don't ever want to make that happen. You know, this is why I have that stair-step method. Okay? You have one goal. You set your goals up to, maybe you want to close your first note deal by the end of the first quarter or the end of January. I know several people that have, we want to close on 3 or 4 deals by the end of the year. That's great. People are making it happen. You have to build and work through that game plan on the way to get there. Success is not going to happen overnight. You build success along the way. And yes, I did win. I was able to get out of Ingleside, which is a small little town down in South Texas, and Miss Crawford is still in that little small town solving math problems on Saturday. She's not very social, not a very, I'm not saying a good person, because she's not like that, but yeah, I think she just had her priorities wrong. Anyway, what was I trying to get at here? For attainable, thank you, Poppy, thank you. Goals are attainable. Write your goals down. Write your goals down, okay? If you have a hard time figuring out what to do yourself a favor and do a SWOT analysis. Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. It's one of the big things we did at the mastermind. People literally go through what their name was, their top 5 markets, what their biggest goal was as far as a business, strengths, weaknesses of their businesses, any opportunities they had, maybe different networking groups, and then threats, time, job, family, those kind of things, lack of funding, all right? Do one of those for yourselves if you've never done it before. That's really the first place to get started. Everything else. And then secondly, come to a workshop. If you can't make it to a workshop, let me know. We do have an online home study course. It's included with the cost of the classes here. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. I do have other workshops outside of February. I'm going to be actually be in St. Louis back in March. I'm going to actually then be in Chicago in April, Miami in May, Viva la Miami, and then Baltimore in June. Outside of June, we don't have anything planned. Probably going to be in New York City, Philadelphia again as well. If you've got questions that you want to talk to, email me. Mike, if you get 3 numbers you want to run by, that's fine. Email me, and we'll be glad to talk to you about them tomorrow sometime or the following day. But I'm about to log out here. Any other questions? Was that helpful, everybody? Hopefully this was helpful for you. And I hopefully made it fun and enjoyable on the call here for you to understand things. Let's see here. Question here. Made an offer on an FCI note and the seller rejected my bid and then raised the asking price by 14K. Oh, what he's asking for is too much, but I'm looking for something in Central Florida to be under 150K. 1%. Send an email after that, and please keep me in mind. Thank you. No problem, Stevie. Drop me an email and stuff. Gene, glad you enjoyed it. Bill, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Tell Candace I said hello, and happy Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you guys. Hey, Jim, good to see you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you. We missed you guys at the Mastermind. Question in here. Okay, let's see here. What do I do when a bank won't give me any type of pricing? Go off of market pricing. What's things coming in at? You know, I wouldn't go above what my number needs to be and say, hey, my highest number is usually 65% of value, depending on where it is located. Okay? I'll come back and make an offer. Hey, if they get upset with my offer, I'm like, listen, you gave me no pricing expectations. You got to give me something to work on here because I don't want to waste my time and I don't want to waste your time. All right? That makes sense, Nayo? Cool, guys. All right, everybody. Well, hey, this call is recorded. As you can see, we're recording it. It will be uploaded tomorrow on Vimeo, and we'll talk to you guys later. Congratulations to all those Mastermind students that are closing deals that you guys are on the call tonight. Stay tuned for some more successes, and if not, just win, baby. Just win. Talk to you later, guys. Good night. Happy New Year, everybody. Be safe. Get your designated driver. Or don't leave, all right? Don't drink and drive. We want you around this year. Trust me, you don't want attorney's fees. You don't want to hire an attorney for 10 grand to get your butt out of jail. Been down that road, not fun. Peace. Happy Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, whatever.